Hey, welcome out to channel14.com's Bodega Nights. It's been a while.
It's
Since
been a
then.
very long while. Well, it's been a week since our last recording. If
Although I am going to say I don't feel comfortable putting out that episode about Michelin and going around Cebu eating and stuff, especially after like what happened.
yeah, and of course people smelling bad, and yeah, me too. Good call, good call. So welcome back, guys. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Um,
Yes, we totally did not have that episode.
yeah, that episode totally was not an episode. Um, it also helped that the power in Cebu was kind of out when I was supposed to be editing the episode, so I really couldn't.
Oh shit. I was about to talk about dolphins and whales, but that can wait.
Or you can
Let's go
talk
to
about dolphins and whales,
Yay!
and I'll talk about
Whales!
crocodiles. But you can go ahead.
We always deal with crocodiles. Come on. Every day. Just kidding. So yeah, for my last day in Japan before I went back home, I finally crossed off that list. And yeah, I guess maybe in the next episode we talk about Tokyo Game Show because that's like a bigger rabbit hole. But right now, let's go into the deep hole that is the aquatic universe. One of my no wish list to do last year in August was have a summer fun time in a Sea World. Well, for them it's Sea Paradise in Yokohama. So from Tokyo City, I kind of had to have a 2 hour train ride to Yokohama. So it's that kind of far, maybe 1.5 hours, but it was still quite far. Dear Lord, it's quite an adventure. It's quite a big water place. It feels like Manila Ocean Park, but it's like 2 or 3 times bigger. So
Yeah.
I had a 10 to 15 minute walk alone from the station to the long ass bridge that lets you enter it. It was that long of a walk.
But is this the aquarium that has like a really big tank right in the middle that's sort of vertical and it has a whale shark in it? Or is that the one in Osaka?
Ah, I think it might be in Osaka because the one that I saw didn't have a whale shark in it because used the tour for the aquarium itself. So I
Hmm.
didn't notice it. But there's like this huge ass aquarium that you can see because it like involves the escalator going up. So when you look up, there's like, fish and there's like a bunch of other bigger fish. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool. Um, and the reason why I went here is because it's one of the venues of a Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling event where a bunch of the wrestlers were beating each other up during those places inside and on the aquarium because the prizes were like stuffed toys of the dolphins and the fishes. So yeah,
Dang, that's so cool.
so I went to the aquarium where there was like the penguins and they were beating each other up that time. So I had a selfie there. Hey, this is where they did this one. And then I went to the semi-open air because there's like a show. Like I think that was the 12 o'clock show. The dolphins were like jumping and stuff.
Hmm.
So when they did the long line of headlocks, it was near that glass protector. So they got splashed on by the dolphins. So I watched a dolphin show there.
But so what's the logistics of this? Like you have
Ah,
this pro wrestling thing going on and it's
oh
like
no.
being
It
shot and
was
then
it was shot when there was nobody there.
oh, okay, okay. 'Cause
So
I
I
thought
just went there like 2.5 years after they shot it.
okay, that would have been hilarious though. Like if they had done it while like
Oh
there
man.
was an entire like I don't know.
Yeah.
That would have been
That would have
hilarious.
been cool because like remember the thing that got viral last year was like the famous scary wrestler Minoru Suzuki was facing this bald guy who's actually an owner of a wrestling company inside a bullet train.
Yeah.
They actually had tickets for that bullet train, and then a few months later, they had tickets to this bus thing, metro bus, where they were beating each other up, and then other famous wrestlers were like going inside that bus trip as well to beat them up.
Mm.
So imagine it's like those two guys, and then comes out this lady who was currently in WWE that time, but was about to retire, famous Japanese pro wrestler, Meiko Satomura, like midway through towards that that destination, and then she beats them up too, and then she leaves, and then another set of wrestlers, famous wrestler like the Liger guy, was also there too. So it's a bit interesting how they put their pro wrestling in the oddest of places, like an everyday thing, like a bullet train, like a metro rail, and the a sea paradise thing, like an ocean park. So yes,
Yeah.
pro wrestling brought me there. I didn't get to watch a wrestling show that trip, but I went to a wrestling related place.
That kind of reminds of that thing about like people in the Shinkansen kind of reminds me of that. There's like a small wrestling promotion somewhere in New York where they like take a subway car.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember the name of
I think
that
it's
promotion, but it's
Subway wrestling something, and then they like costume themselves as the Hardy Boys, the
yeah,
Rock, Stone. That's so cool.
yeah. Anyway, so I hope you were able to, next time you come to Cebu, right? We can do like actual, we can go into the actual like ocean. You don't
Oh,
have to like do aquarium stuff.
but I'm
Your
not an ocean
pasty
guy. I'm not a beach guy, bro. That's the difference.
your pasty white ass can like hang out with the whale sharks and like the turtles and the sardines and stuff.
Maybe not. I don't like beaches. You know that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we're not there for the beach. We're there to see the fish. And maybe do like a suplex into the water or something.
Yeah. Yes, we can. Yes. But yeah, the water, like that was pretty cool because the last time I went to an ocean park was like just a legit ocean park, right? Like not for work. Because I can't count the Iloilo thing like this year and last year because I
Yeah.
was there for work. But there's a pretty good like museum for kids to visit in Iloilo, so it's a nice one.
Mm.
Not that big, but pretty just the basic like this is the water, this is the whale, this is like the how you call that? There's like the pawikan, there's like
Mm.
the other type of fishy like for science classes. It's a good bit. The Cebu actually I want to ask this. Does Cebu have like a huge ass aquarium too, or like a Manila Ocean Park or
Yeah,
something similar?
we have an ocean park here. Like,
Mm.
yeah, yeah.
I
The
think I can safely
Cebu
go there
Ocean Park. Yeah.
because it doesn't involve me stepping into sand.
You know what I find so um kind of annoying about Cebu's Ocean Park? And to an extent, like the Ocean Park, well, the Ocean Park in Manila and like the
Yeah.
Ocean Park in Hong Kong, right?
Oh God, I haven't
Like,
been there since I was 6.
yeah.
Ocean Park, Hong Kong, man.
Yeah, the thing that I find so like weird about them, right, is a lot of the time they're right next to the ocean, and there isn't like a single part of the aquarium that goes out into the ocean.
I think there's a reason, but
Yeah, but just like maybe like a nice little boardwalk or something, like maybe like an observation deck where you can look out into the ocean and stuff. Like, yeah, you see that big blue thing out there? That's what we're trying to replicate in here. I don't know. I don't know. It's really funny. I just find it really funny. Like Ocean Park, but bro, the ocean is right there.
yes,
Like many,
my
many thoughts,
thoughts.
many of them controversial for me. Yeah. So anyway, we just got electricity back more or less.
Yeah, how are you doing,
Uh,
man?
Good. Fully charged power banks and stuff.
Oh
Uh,
man, I have
you
to
know.
do that.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me, because it's tomorrow night here.
Yeah, so just for everybody's what's it? Just so that everybody knows when we're recording this. This is a couple of days after uh Tino
Hmm.
and like a couple of days before um what's it called? Uwan.
One, yeah.
I have thoughts about the name. And for our international for the international names, just for the sake of completeness, this is a couple of days after Kalamegi and a couple of days before Fung Wong. Yeah, my wife, an environmental science master's degree
Ooh, nice.
pursuer. is right over there. So if you hear somebody like correct me for being super wrong. So yeah, we just came from that insane storm, and it had real Undoy feels to it, man.
Oh
Like
man.
if y'all up in Manila remember Undoy, that's kind of what it was, like um the wind wasn't really that strong, right? It wasn't Haiyan levels, it wasn't like Yolanda levels. I think like the wind was stronger when Kalamegi eventually hit Vietnam.
Oh my
Like
God.
that was insane, dude. Like watching the videos from the area around Da Nang and seeing like roofing fly like across everything. Like, oh God, that's scary. But yeah, the wind wasn't super strong here in Cebu, but the rain was insane, and the flooding was measured in meters. Like it was one of those like we kind of expect the flooding to be, waist high at most, and then all of a sudden, like you have people that,
Submerged.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, dang, that's horrible. So I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're bracing ourselves too, because technically we're in a high incline, but there is a creek literally beside the house.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
I,
see.
I think I think the sort of outer rain bands are gonna hit Cebu as well. So we should
Yeah,
be getting a little bit
so
more rain here in Cebu, which is like, oh man.
yeah, like you guys are just recovering right now, and then here we go again. It sucks, and it's not just the rain, by the way, right? It's not just the rain, people.
There
They've
was
been
there was an
having the
earthquake.
earthquake.
There was an earthquake that hit like more or less that hit northern
Yes.
Cebu, and then a couple of weeks later, a couple of weeks later, freaking storm comes in and smashes into the north of Cebu. It's like we're speed running all of the disasters of Sim City, and we're just waiting for like the UFO to show up.
Yeah,
You know,
I think that's the only thing we're waiting for Christmas. Freaking UFO.
we
Like
wait for the UFO to show up. Like, dude, that was
it's
crazy because
like
some of my friends literally lost everything. Like a couple of hours ago, I saw a video from one of my friends who was showing what was left of their house.
oh man.
Like, whoa, dude. This is horrible. How is the Mandaluyong area like nowadays? Because
Woo.
when I lived there like 15, 20 years ago, and God, 20 years ago, bro. When I was in Ortigas like 20 years ago, I do remember the City Hall of Mandaluyong, right? It's in that little roundabout, and the flood there was always insane.
It's always insane. Like we can say that it's better because remember when we graduated, I still remember Typhoon Haiyan doing a big number in that. Like we had to use a Pajero just to cross the 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 circle, and that was 2012, 2013.
Mm,
But in the past decade, it has improved. But remember, what's coming is on Doi levels, and it has yet to stand on Doi levels.
yeah. This is
So how upgraded it is, it cannot fight your geography. It can't fight that. You can put
yeah.
all the dam you can, unless they, for some act of God, this city has the same flood drainage as BGC. Sure, but I doubt it's ready for Monday. I still feel it's gonna be floody. Not as bad, but still floody. Same goes for Bonnie
Yeah.
Avenue. It's still gonna be effed in the A.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, something that I've been finding so annoying about this storm, right? Apart from like the human tragedy and all of that, is
Mhm.
all of the fucking hot takes on social media. I really, really hate them.
This is why
Um,
I like IG, Chow.
oh man, IG is pretty bad as well, at least for me, right?
Here's the tip. You gotta keep liking all those cat videos. And
Keep
everything
liking.
in your feed is just freaking cute cat videos and posts. And when you keep going to the search, oh, look, more cats. Why? Because I don't have time for that shit. I need to not use my brain, just see cute, fluffy animals.
Yeah, because
But
like I've been seeing like a lot
I
of
understand, man.
especially like
Facebook.
especially coming from like the what do you call them, the flood control scandals and all of that sort of thing. Like it's super easy just to point at like, hey, look, politician, your corruption is causing the lives and livelihoods of people, which is true. That is
But
true. But you know
it's
what else is true? Those people
it's not
live
the
by
only
the
thing.
river where they probably shouldn't be living. You know
Yep.
what else is true? We got 160% more rainfall than is average in the month of November.
Mm-hmm.
You know what else is true? We were at the highest of high tides for the month when all of that rain came down. So, yes, everybody is right, but everybody is wrong. That's something that I feel so passionate about because because like there's this one part of my social media feed where it's all about mahiya naman kayo mga Slater yang ganito ganyan, and then you have people in the comments saying, yeah, but then dude, this is like the strongest rainfall that we've ever had, and there's no way that the
In
infrastructure
history,
could.
yeah.
Well, I
Like
don't know. I don't know about that, but like the statistic that I see thrown around is it's like 100 times more than the average in the month of November.
yeah.
Um,
Like I said, Zhao,
you know,
like
so
you
it's
did
it's
you
it's
can
it's
put all the
possible.
flood controls here, but if, as you said, if this is the strongest rain we'll experience in the past few years, unless, as I said, we have the BGC like level dam or the one in Tokyo or Japan, it don't mean shit. We're still getting flooded. It don't mean shit. I'm sorry. We're getting flooded because geography, Jiao. People, you have studied this as early as kindergarten. Slopes go up, go down. So when it rains, which one gets flooded? Of course, the one below, right?
And here's the other thing that really annoys me. Um, People, it floods in Tokyo.
And they have videos.
Like it floods in Tokyo. It floods in Seoul.
Yep.
Like
They are not
I
living in 2050, my friends. Sorry, I had to put that in.
like I remember seeing this video coming out of Seoul in 2022 of this dude in the middle of a big intersection, like on top of his car, being like, "Help, help!" Um, and and Tokyo's like much lauded flood control project, the gosh, I forgot what it's called, the G-Can or something like that. It's got like a really cool name.
G-Unit.
Yeah, like whatever that is, like that only really covers like the area around Saitama. So like the rest of Tokyo has other flood mitigation, and like I do know that it's really good.
Still
Like I
floods,
yeah, I do
as you
know
said.
that I do know that their series of like dams and little like outlets that go out into the ocean are excellent. Like they are amazing. But yeah, it still floods in Tokyo. So it's this whole like all or nothing kind of thing that really grinds my gears. Because this is quite a complex issue. And to point and say it's your fault, instead of just like pointing at them and saying you're the problem, if you fix that, you still have rain. You still have people that live next to rivers. So I don't know.
Um,
I don't know. I don't know.
I was
It
about to
just
make a joke
frustrates me.
that I think they just wanted to have clear floods like the one in Japan. But that's still a flood. Like you can still no, that's legit true.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
I
I
know, I know,
asked
I
my
know.
friend that. So how's the floods there? Oh, it's clear here. How about there? You don't want to know. You don't want to know, man. You really don't want to know. I think I just saw my boot there. So- oh, look, it's a swimming rat. Oh, there's a family of them right now. They're doing a number.
I saw quite a similar video
Right?
of the flood in the Tokyo subway versus the flood in the New York subway.
I'm so happy I can dish this on New York. The subway, not oh, also the team. Nick sucks. Where was I? So yeah, we can poke fun at the MRT, the LRT about it needs some work. No, I agree with you. After 1.5 decades of suffering using the MRT and the LRT, yes, it's not the most perfect one compared to Singapore, compared to Japan, compared to Bangkok. But dear God, I'm glad we're not as bad as New York.
Oh man, the New York subway. Jeez.
If you thought there were crazy people in the MRT line, oh man.
You know, the thing about like our metro system in Manila, it's it's really weird, right? Because like
It
some of the
is.
stations are amazing and others are just like horrible. Like some of the stations, especially the new ones, and
Yeah.
you know, this is because what's it helped us build them, the Japanese helped us build them. Like
Oh,
some
you
of them are
told.
Japan level, but then some of the other ones are like New York level. You know?
Oh man, you know the new train system, the one that goes up to SM Sukat or something?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried that. And while I was hanging out with my American buddy there, like he went down like, "Are you sure you're gonna be safe? Take the freaking cab back to your hotel." So he got the cab. I went to the new LRT line. That's like because this LRT was up to Baclaran only, but now it's from Baclaran up to SM Sukat or something where I
Yeah, yeah.
was. Like it's the edge. For some reason, I think it had energy or electricity problems, so there was no air conditioning. The
Yeah.
windows were up. But every time I was like sitting, I was so fearing our lives. You know why? Because it was so slow, and every time it was like this. Guys, you won't hear this because it's the lights, and it's
Oh, it had
so
like
dark.
flickering
Like it's
lights
so
and stuff.
dark. Like it's like this. Like and like what's happening? What's going on? Everyone was like. So when I dropped by the Taft station where MRT Taft is as well, I'm like, oh, thank God. What's going on? That was such the most bizarre and surreal time I went to the LRT. It's either that part of the line has no consistent electricity back in August, or there was just a bad like power outage. I can't say, but it was so surreal and so scary at the same time.
Yeah, because I've never had a bad experience on the train
Me too,
in
especially
Manila.
LRT. This is the only freaking time. I'm like, maybe because it's new. Maybe there's like a brownout something here in Suka in Parañaque. Because when
Yeah,
I was
but
in
yeah.
Taft, there was no flickering. It's like, can I go out? Can I go out now? Oh yes, I can go out now.
But yeah, like I was saying, right? Like the backbone really is at least for a lot of our working professionals is the
Is the
MRT
train?
line that goes
Yes.
across EDSA, right? The one that's doubled by the BRT right at the bottom, the carousel.
I
The
am so
the
lucky about the carousel. I am using that combo right now, and I'm saving money.
Yeah, so but then like that MRT, that should be good, but like right now I think it's the worst one that we have, right? Like,
Not
you
as
know,
bad. Like pre-pandemic levels, that MRT, the one from Taft to North EDSA,
yeah.
I tell you, I hated using that from 2016 to 2019. When I came back, like when the pandemic was slowly going back to normal, I loved it. You know why? Because there's not much people. They actually don't wait for people to like stuff themselves in there. Like there's a set amount of time. Okay, that's enough. Get in. We're going to the next station. I think it's going back to pre-pandemic time, so I'm gonna start hitting it maybe by next year or next year. But right now it's
Yeah.
bearable. But
Yeah.
to the listeners, it actually has improved. There is improvement. Not as much as I expected it, but hey, it's not as bad as last time. So there's the kicker there.
Yeah. Like the thing is, it's you know, it's not fine. It's not a terrible. It's not terrible. But then it isn't nice.
It's not what we want to have. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just put it this way, right? Like the stations, the new stations in that LRT line extension, the one that goes through like Asiana and Nino. Is it is there like a Nino Aquino station at MIA station?
Not yet
Like
in the yeah, LRT. Yes,
yeah,
LRT.
the
Yeah.
LRT like the new stations
Yes.
are really nice.
Yes, they
Like
are.
they are super fancy. But then,
But
like after you cross Baclaran, is it or Edsa? And then
it's
all
back
of a
to the
sudden,
normal, back to the it's the ghetto.
all of a sudden they start getting stinky again.
There's the consistency in making the projects or like refurbishing, how you call that? Because we
Yeah,
have that line item in our GAAs actually. I keep losing that term. There has to be that budget to maintain that.
yeah,
I don't know how DOTR does it, but there should be. There always should be like, and I'm not telling, and I'm sorry, Joe, but yes, I am pointing a finger to that practice because I have experience in that one. That especially now, even here, like I can apply it here. Like I'm saying, oh well, it should be better. It should be maintained because there is a yearly budget for this upkeep, right?
yeah.
So I
That's
don't know
yeah,
what's going on here. So there, it's not us saying that you guys don't have a right to be angry and blaming the politicians. Yes, you're right, but there are instances that I think one of our friends actually shared this, and I have to agree with this because we've been talking about this when I was in Brazil, the zoning issue. I think that's what I want to talk about, the zoning issue, because that's something that has either gave us an advantage or has doomed us. Because you did mention before, like a few years ago when we were talking about Brazil, like the Distrito Federal, it was really planned well, right?
yeah,
It wasn't just there just to move it out to Rio or Sao Paulo, but I think they did think about the topography. They did think about where to put these city halls, where to put these government agencies, their ministerios, and also the embajadas nearby,
yeah,
that it will not flood, that it will not have any problems, that they well placed a military silo nearby this street of embassies, or or a military hub near their their presidential palace. Well, it's not a palace, but they it looks like a palace to me. But I think I tend to agree more of the zoning thing. But it's we can't do nothing about it now. Because we can't have 48 hours, people, of moving every flooded places out of the flooded places, the flood prone areas, right? We don't have a DeLorean that can transport everyone to this time in space and say, hey, let's fix this. Um, I think moving forward, and this is sounding like a preachy person. You know, people need to actually put thought in their votes. That's
yeah,
it. It's funny. We can only blame ourselves. But I don't want to focus on that because that's something we can't fix in an episode.
yeah. But
But yeah,
it's like we have tens of people that listen to Bodega Nights, right? Tens of people that listen to us, and
and
to
my
the
dog and the cat.
so to the tens of people, we're probably in the single digits now because we haven't put anything out in like years. Um, but to
Uh-oh.
like everybody that listens to us, hi mom. Um, the thing that really annoys me is when on social media we start thinking or we start um, posting takes that are black and white. And when we start having those like if you disagree with what I'm
Oh
saying about
yeah.
if you disagree with what I am saying, then
Then you're the
all
Nazi or something
yeah,
like that.
basically, or putting it in the Philippine context. And this was my problem with the Duterte administration and the Aquino administration.
Hmm.
If you disagree with what I have to say, you are therefore pro
The
whatever
other side,
the
yeah.
you no not pro the other side. You are
The
therefore pro this bad thing that is
this
you
bad
know
thing, yeah.
if we disagree with Duterte's drug war, all of a sudden fucking you're pro drugs, pro crime.
Yeah,
No,
or
no,
you're a
no.
drug addict.
I'm
You're
not
a
a
drug
drug
addict,
addict.
right?
You know,
Yeah, that
and that was
that
the same thing with the Aquino administration. If I found something
Mhm.
cool with the Arroyo administration's infrastructure projects, all of a sudden I'm pro corruption,
Oh yeah, I remember those in our college days.
right? Like, like, bro. Anyway, and I'm seeing the same thing now, but with social media. It's a lot worse.
Oh yeah, that's why you did hear me say I just focus on cat pics and
Yeah.
videos. Because at least there, the only thing you'll see is, oh no, why are you doing animal cruelty? And I won't have to read that because I'm just going to focus on the video and the picture. See? And it just doesn't go on just government and politics, people. You can see it in even, like, dude, we've been talking about this a decade ago in Bodega Nights. Like, if we don't like a movie, but if we say that in a post, someone say, "Oh, you're just a fascist or a Nazi because you don't like inclusivity, or you don't like the progressiveness of this new era of Star Wars. It's a brand new world." Yeah, that kind of thing, right? Or like, "Oh, you don't like She-Hulk because apparently maybe you're a sexist, Martin." No, I don't like it because I just don't like it. I do find it funny. I am entertained by it, but I don't like it because of this storyline, this storyline, this storyline. No, you're misogynist. No, I kind of agree with that.
Right?
It
Like,
goes
you know,
on, but it's been that way, Jiao. Even back in the forums, I just get annoyed too because it has devolved into our SOCMED. We don't have to experience that in our Friendster, but now we do in our Facebook. That's the unfortunate part.
okay, so I remember this very clearly, and this was the day that I realized, no, I didn't realize
Okay.
it at the time. I was just mildly annoyed. But
Ah.
this is the day that I believe humanity was doomed. I was doing a paper for Vida Gruet's class,
Ooh.
cigarette in hand, and I
What
opened up,
subject?
uh, I can't remember. I opened up Facebook and I saw that I
Mm-hmm.
saw that the thing on the top of the feed was something that what was a picture from somebody that was posted the day before.
The day before.
Yeah, right. And so I and so I went into my settings
Mm-hmm.
and I made it so that my feed shows up chronologically,
Oh yeah. I don't have that option even though we try to. It's still the most
right?
viral.
Right? So I
Yeah,
tried
yeah,
to
yeah.
make it chronological and it worked. It worked. I started seeing posts from like 2 minutes ago, all of that sort of
Oh,
thing.
okay.
And so I went back and I started working on my paper for Vita's class. And then later that night, I opened up Facebook and I saw a post from the day before, right at the top of my feed.
Again?
Yeah.
Uh, I think that was the time where even if we wanted chronological, they'll still force us to see the most recent that has more hits and shares.
Right? So that
Uh,
was the introduction of the algorithm.
yeah.
Or at least that was the introduction of forcing us to
To
use the
see.
algorithm.
Yeah.
And that, in my mind, was the day that humanity died,
Hey, man. Because that's where we keep seeing these BS posts that you mentioned.
right? Because that totally opened the floodgates for rage baiting, for
Oh, man. Yeah,
all
rage
of all
baiting.
of that sort of for these sort of black and white all or nothing takes. Like I realized that that sort of thinking had been I don't know, I guess encouraged even by
Mhm.
like, the Bush administrations. You're either with us or against us. And there was all of that sort of thing going on, but it didn't trickle down so much into everyday life as viscerally as it did when Mark Zuckerberg unleashed the
Oh, the algo.
the algorithm on social media on Facebook.
Have you blocked a lot of Facebook profiles recently, Joe? Because I know I did. And it's
No,
not
no.
our friends, by the way, because it's because of the algorithms. Like, I do not like this content creator, this stupid content creator that apparently has other fan FB pages that is flooding my reels. So I had to block like at least 10 of them just for this one content creator to be gone from my reel, like from my feed. It's not even a Filipino content creator, Chow. I'm already geolocated in Manila, Philippines, yet you're giving me this shit, Facebook, that's way across the country. That's way outside my realm. So like, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's a Sisyphean task.
Yeah.
So.
but someone has to do it because my job entails me to use Facebook.
We have to fight back against the algorithm. But yeah, yeah, the what's it? I blame you, Mark Zuckerberg,
Yes.
for the mess that we are in now.
Hmm.
That was the turning point. That
The opening of Pandora's box, maybe even.
yeah, that day that I finished that paper for Vita's class. That was when I realized that, you know what, you're not allowing me to see things chronologically anymore.
Hmm.
So um, you're gonna start forcing me into a little echo chamber there. I miss the days, and this is something that a lot of people judge me for, right? Especially when I was teaching in reputable institution
School. Yes.
in in the Philippines, right? Something that I was kind of judged for, being somebody that taught Philippine politics and governance, was my longing for the days when young people were a little more apathetic. Like, you know, or not necessarily longing for the days when young people were more apathetic, but um, longing for the days when young people didn't have the opportunity to run their mouths on social media. Like, I really do think that if ever you post something on social media, there should be like a 20-minute cooldown timer.
Yeah.
Like, the moment you press send, you have 20 minutes.
Are you sure you want to see this, to post this?
Yeah, you should have like 20 minutes, 30 minutes there to like chill out, and then, maybe have like some sort of context thrown at you or something.
Yeah, we want the most recent post, but we're not getting it because he wants the most shared. He wants the most viral. And the one I have right now is this girlfriend who had a boyfriend who's an ex now because he was cheating, apparently, has a small penis and has erectile dysfunction. We didn't need to know that lady, but okay, go on. And then the next day, you know what she did? She also confessed to cheating and 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 doing worse. So it's like, why did you send these people to your ex-boyfriend? Now you're apologizing to us. So they're apparently worse. And I think I agree with you, the 20-minute cooldown rule, because she FA'd and FO'd. Can I
Yeah,
say the
yeah,
word? She fucked around and found out.
yeah,
And it sucks because these are the kids these days. And most of them, I fear, and you have students, they have a bit, we're sensitive to like how they'll react to this kind of online bullying because it's happening, right? It's happening.
yeah.
So Jao, imagine one of your students does that, fucks around and finds out. What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Like,
Well,
gets online bullied, gets shared. Oh, look at this cheater too. Oh, did the stupid thing, and now you stupid too. That kind of thing.
yeah,
It's hard. It's
yeah,
hard for them now. But maybe we do need that because we are humans. We are fragile too. Like, even people of our age would also take their life if they get online bullied. We're not
yeah,
that exempt. Even people in their 50s or 40s would do that too. You know?
yeah. Just as a, how do we put this? Um, the 20-minute thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dear listener, I went on a little bit of a rant earlier,
Hmm.
and Martin was like, "Hey,
Maybe it's not a good idea.
don't say that, dude." And you know what? I'm gonna edit that out because you know what? It's not good for society.
Damn right. That's why there's maybe people do need the 20-minute thing in their Facebook though. I agree with that.
So going back to, I was gonna say lighter things, but no, let's not lighter things.
Hmm.
Um, I hope everybody up in Manila is like prepared for the storm that's coming.
I think we'll just be as prepared as we can be. But
Like,
we also need to be, have that mindset that it's gonna be hard. I mean, there's still 48 hours or 24 hours right now.
Yeah.
maybe it gets better. But that's the optimist in me. I think right now what we can do is, as a nation, pray to your gods. See, I didn't say Christian. I said your gods. If you're an atheist, I cannot help you. Help yourself. I love you too, though. Pray to what other being you have. Maybe Xenu. There, Xenu.
Zito.
Maybe
Oh, what's
Xenu.
the great the giant spaghetti monster?
Yeah, the giant spaghetti monster. Just as Zhao said, I'm gonna be charging my power bank in a few hours. Actually,
Yeah,
preparing
so
that. Just
charge
dear
your power
safety.
banks. Make sure that you have fuel, water.
Uh-huh. And
Um, if you
there's
get if you get an
emergency numbers.
evacuation warning, if you
Mhm.
get an evacuation warning, dear God, take that evacuation, like make that evacuation, because like here in Cebu, there were a good number of people who wouldn't leave their
Mhm.
homes, right? Because like yeah, we're cool. Like we've been through worse, blah blah blah. And like there was the story of that first responder, right? Because
Uh-huh.
before when the evacuation notice comes in, the first responders go into like the barangays and whatnot and remind people about it. And they're like, "Yo, it's going to be a good idea if you get out." And then as it sort of escalates, they go through the whole rigmarole again. So people are given multiple warnings to evacuate the low-lying areas next to rivers and all of that sort of thing. And one of these first responders apparently had a good number of people in their barangay that would not like leave. And because those
It's
people and when those people did not leave when the storm made landfall in Cebu, all of a sudden, like those same people were in dire need of rescue, and those first responders that were telling them to evacuate in the first place
are
made the
back.
difficult decision to put their lives in danger
Yeah.
to help save them. Like on the one hand, like oh wow, duty, heartwarming, etc., etc. But at the same time, if you get an evacuation notice or whatever, or like if there's an evacuation warning, please, for the sake of the first responder that doesn't want to lose their life, for the sake of the kids of those first responders who might not have a dad to bring in a salary because they had
I
to
know.
save your ass that didn't want to
You're out.
evacuate. Like, please, for the love of God, if you are told to evacuate or if you're in a
Please
low
evacuate.
lying area, like, please evacuate, you know?
Because for me, though, we have to understand certain people are hard in the head. Like we have that maybe like that great granduncle who, oh no, because this is my family's history. But yes, you're near a body of water.
Yeah.
Or like, oh no, it's my wife is still here. I can feel it. We have those naman.
Yeah.
But guys, for those who have, have a sense, common sense, maybe please follow the first responders. Because,
Yeah.
it's not just about you. It's about. I like how we can say this is about the Filipino community. This is actually like Bainian. If you just follow the procedures of your LG, like be a good person, follow the rules. Like if you cannot, there are people who'll help you anyway.
Yeah.
At least evacuate. That's it for me. And it's weird, right? Like we're going back to being a good citizen after the stupid algorithm thing. I think what I would like usually when we were in school and maybe after school, because you stayed here like until 2015 or 2016 in Ortigas.
No, I was there until 2011 or 2012.
Yeah, 2012. So I think you was there like post Ondoid and post the Hayan or like the one in 2012, right?
Okay,
There's
so
that
so
sense of community about the how do you call that?
yeah, like
post
Ondoy,
typhoon relief thing. Yeah,
Ondoy,
yeah,
I
the
saw
Ondoy
that,
thing.
and that was quite moving to me.
Yeah,
Like how everybody in Ortigas rallied around all of the folks in
yeah,
Pasig and Cainta that like
yes,
lost so much.
so much.
Yeah, I was in
And
Cebu already for Haiyan, for Yolanda. So
uh, I think what we can thank Zuckerberg with that stupid algorithm is that it's more wide reaching now because back in Facebook it's just our net of Facebook friends. Like I think it's Vita's friend, I think Ina or whoever, and that's what I see. And she's been sharing that. But now it's more prevalent. I think that's one of the good parts of the social media. Okay, Zuckerberg, you get your flowers in this part of this episode. That there will always be a reshare, a repost now on here are the disaster something numbers if you need help. Here, hey, I have money, I'm safe. How do I help? Oh, here's Rappler's post. Oh, here's my friend's post who reshared it at a very highly shared post that, okay, here's the Philippine Red Cross. I can give my goods here. I can just screenshot this QR code, GCast my thing here to help out.
Yeah.
I think that's the good part of technology now. And I think that's what we should focus on because that's how we can take advantage of it, actually. It's the post ops, but during we can use it to keep awareness because right now I think you have the same GC with your relatives. I have like my uncle just shared this photo. I think it's a part of Sibunga, like it was submerged.
Yeah.
So the thing in our chat right now, okay, so how do we help? Can we contact them right now? Blah 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 blah. So it's like that. So guys, once you prepare, also maybe keep in contact with your friends, relatives who you may think may be needing help, especially the low-lying areas in Manila or other parts of Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. That's gonna get hit by yeah,
One. One.
Uwan,
You know what I
Uwan.
find? Okay, I said I was going to rant about the name, right? One is the Cebuano word for rain. Ulan, diba?
Ooh.
So this is it's literally called typhoon rain.
It wasn't a name of a person.
I don't know. I
Wow.
mean, it could be the name of a person. It might be somebody named Juan out there, or it could be like they misspelled Juan, right? Um,
Yeah.
but like Juan is a Cebuano word is the
Yeah.
Cebuano word for rain, and I find that so funny. It's like typhoon Juan, typhoon rain. It reminds me of that joke that or it reminds me of something that I saw on Instagram, I believe. Um, to to yell fuck while having sex is the same thing as yelling parkour as you're doing parkour.
Parkour. Yeah.
Yeah, the wife says we should just call it the typhoon utot because like
Thought.
we're on you already. So, you know.
But if we're on Y, that'd be like Yakal or like Jakob. Jakob. Or what's
You
a
know
Y name?
I think
Yusef. Yusef.
Pagasa has a list, right?
Yeah.
These are
Yeah,
all
they
of
have a
the
list.
storms. These are the names that we're going to be using as the storms come in, right? So
I have a feeling it's in their department order that these are the names you should put when it comes in. So they have no choice. Oh, we can't change that. It apparently means rain, rain. Well,
meh.
I'm not sure the secretary is going to resign this.
Those are so
It's
funny.
enacted in law. Oh, damn it. So, so in 2 or 3 years, there might be a typhoon Jepo, and it's actually a department order.
You know, what's it? I find those lists really interesting. Like the list
Yeah,
of typhoon names. I'm not sure how true this story is. But
yeah.
I guess it, what's the term? It could be just like an apocryphal story. But there was a lot of criticism initially that a lot of the names of typhoons were the names of women, right?
Oh yeah, before.
Yeah, and it was supposedly like, what do you call it? It was supposedly reinforcing like a negative stereotype of women, right? But supposedly, uh, the reason that that ended up happening was the employees in Pag-asa or whatever the whatever your sort of weather agencies were, when coming up with names, just by default put the names of their wives because they didn't have any other names that they really
Oh,
had off the top of their heads. Or it could also be that they found their wives to be like a typhoon.
their passion and their love is as strong as this wind,
Passion and love
right,
is as
Zhao?
strong as
Right,
the wind.
Zhao? A happily married man, Zhao. Yes, because they can only compare the strong typhoon to their love to their wives.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
They can only
yes,
compare. They can only compare the strength of the typhoon to the strength of the marital bond.
wand and love.
Mm.
I love the auxiliaries. I kind of gave Jao the link of the DOST cyclone names.
Yeah.
So if we can make it past Zoraida, there's actually an Isko. So after Uwan's gonna be Verbena
Oh,
and then
wow.
Wilma. So if there's a typhoon Wilma, will we have a Wilma doesn't?
Yeah. So are there any names on this list that you find cool or, you know,
Well, thankfully there's no Martin. Yay!
wait, Martin. I wonder.
Just
This
just
is
May May.
my
May May.
May May
May
May
May.
May.
And then Nay Nang. Nay Nang. So there's like an afam. So what's the new typhoon, dear? May May. Oh, you mean May May? What's next? Si Neneng. Oh, Nay Nang. Like that thing.
But it was ano, one of our euphemisms for genitalia is akin. Pakita ko yung akin, something like that, right? Like we use that as a little bit of in Filipino,
Oh, yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
so I'll show you my.
My. Well, so long as it's not a goat's head.